a lot of people who are going to look back on this time and say, wow, I did not actually do anything.
This is The Deep Dive with Adam Roa.
Like I didn't actually evolve. I didn't grow. I feel as if there was a pause button pressed on my life until everything returned to normalcy from the coronavirus. And I'm more or less the same person I was before, but I just lost a couple months of my life. That is going to be some people's response. That is going to be how some people look back on this. They are putting a hold on all their hopes and dreams. They are stopping the progress that they were making internally in response to this and allowing themselves to really be slowed down by it. However, there is a very real possibility. There is an opportunity here to look back at this time. And for the sake of this conversation, let's just say that it winds up being 2 months. To look back at this period of 2 months and go, I can't even believe how much I grew. I can't believe how much I evolved. I feel like in that 2 months, I went into a cocoon, a chrysalis process, and I came out of it from a caterpillar to a butterfly. I feel so much more connected to myself. I feel so much closer to achieving my dreams. I feel like I developed new skills and tools that were that are going to be a huge part of my what I need moving forward to accomplish the goals that I have for my life. That is also available to us. That is 100% the opportunity that is here, because what has changed is the context of reality. So when we think about reality, and the life that we lead, there's these two factors. There's the context. And that would be what a lot of people would say is outside of our control, so to speak, the context. And that right now is the coronavirus and the world we're living in response to that coronavirus. But sometimes that looks like an economic depression or recession. Sometimes that looks like a world war. Sometimes that looks like an economic boom. Sometimes that looks like rainy weather. Sometimes that looks like sunny weather or snow. The context is ever changing. And for the sake of this conversation, let's call it outside of our control. The content of that, what we choose to make it mean, how we choose to respond, the lens that we wear while viewing that context, the different possibilities that we can imagine for ourselves within that context, all of that is what I call the content. Your content is within your control. Your content is the option that you have. That is how you respond to the context you've been given. And so why this is important is because the context and the content are always there creating your reality. The context will change always, day to day. Every day you wake up, it's a different temperature. Every day you wake up, it's different weather. Every day, like the context of day versus night, for example. The content, your response to that, how you choose to respond, what you choose to do, etc., that is within your control. So the coronavirus is making it so much more clear and obvious how impacted we can be by the context. This is such a dramatic shift. As of, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, the California governor is issuing basically mandatory quarantine for California. So that's a massive shift in the context of my reality and everyone's reality. Okay? And yet the content is still within my control. How I respond to that, what I choose to make that mean, how I choose to feel about it, the lens that I'm wearing is all within my control. I will fill in, it's like we're given the box, whether it's a big box or a small box or whatever, what we choose to fill that box with is our choice.